Ravens 2-minute draw on the back end. I lost my place. Here we go. Ensuing drive. Lamar, this is a third down play they desperately needed. All night, though, this is what he did. He made plays with his legs. He was absolutely spectacular. 32 waits to the very last moment, and then he's going to find another opportunity. Scramble up in the pocket. Bateman down the sideline. It's a big-time throw by Lamar. It's a fantastic, full extended catch by Rashad Bateman. Fully stretched out. Outstanding to go make that play.
And so here we go. Lamar Jackson. He had almost 400 yards of total offense last night with 3 opportunities. Here's the first.
Yeah, this one's the one that you're going to regret, Lamar, because likely it's be wide open. You can throw that to the front pylon, middle, back pylon. The only place you really can't throw it is out of bounds, and that's where it goes. And then you go to the Zay Flowers one. Is he throwing it to Zay? Is he throwing it to Bateman? Zay sticks up his hand as he climbs the pocket. That indicates to me, hey, I'm going to keep going. There's no defender to the right side of the end zone. If he just floats that ball out there, we can say miscommunication all we want. The 2-time MVP, got to go make that throw.
And then here's the final play of the game. Isaiah Likely, who was spectacular all night long, in the back of the end zone, he makes the catch to tie the game for Jersey. Brian Clark, it's a
so this is why I'm glad that I only wear 10.5, right? Routines, you can be proud of all of those things, did well, and your toe is never on the line when catching that football. I'm like 5'11". I wear just 15.
By just that much. The Chiefs win a thriller in the opener. Lamar, what happened?
So, Lamar, your perspective on that one on Wednesday's touchdown?
You say, Vince, how about his turn? How about his turn?
We're happy with the win now, and he's got to wear white cleats next time. That's my advice for him.
Okay, I guess when you win, you can say that. It is not an understatement, but that toe, that half an inch, could wind up deciding which team plays in the Super Bowl, right? The Chiefs now have a head-to-head tiebreaker with the Ravens, which means any potential playoff rematch could be back in Kansas City. By the way, the Ravens are 1-6 in their last 7 games against Kansas City. They haven't won there since 2012. Let's start with this. Is there anyone at this table who disagrees with the call? It is clearly unbounds, right? No one knows it could have gone the other way.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
going to welcome Taylor Lewani before we get closer look at the sequence. If someone sits here and says Lamar Jackson, as good as he was most of the night, blows that game because he has 3 or at least 2 great opportunities to win it at the finish and lays this one at his feet, is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. I would take that. The two things that you were talking about, how it's in the back of the end zone, obviously you broke that down incredibly. The one is in Flowers, the one that bumps me out the most, because he was so open. Offensive line, right? 310 pounds at one point. I just think that throw. Yeah. And that is a 2-time MVP. He's got to make that, but the game of inches, boys. That's only love football. That's only week 1 going into this all fired up. And he's going to have some big implications going into the playoffs like we talked about. It's like the classic Lamar dilemma, right? They're not even in the game. It's not for the
Lamar Jackson can do, right? The offensive line is obviously still putting itself together, and his improvisation is so key to keeping so many drives alive. But then at the end, you see the limitations, you see what the things that he has just not ever been able to get perfect yet. So there's that throw, and that's out of bounds, and that's what decides the game. But the reality is, Dan Orlovsky, it should not have come to that. Let's go through the 2 plays that preceded. Tell us exactly what we see.
Yeah, we have to hold him accountable just like we do every other quarterback. There's 2 missed opportunities for a guy that is a 2-time MVP. Those are easy things to make, and I would expect him to make them 9.5 out of 10 times. The first one to Likely, when he goes to the back end zone, you can throw this spot to 3 different spots. You can lead him to the front pylon, you can lead him to the middle of the end zone, or the back pylon. The only place that ball can't go is out of bounds. The defender's not even looking. And then the one is Zay Flowers. So once Zay puts his hand up, that tells me I'm just going to keep running to space. He never slows down. He never tries to settle, and that would justify miscommunication. That's just a miss by Lamar Jackson. The Likely one, you wish he could get his foot down. I don't have any problem with that. Lamar does a great job of climbing the pocket, and then he swings around. He's getting blocked, Chris Jones, by a running back. You don't have to throw it perfectly. Please,
boom, naked, wide open, right? And also, Brian Cook, who is chasing him, isn't looking at the football. So if anything, you want to throw it short and have Brian Cook run up the back of Isaiah Likely so he can buy him out. Lamar Jackson, and I love what Dan said too, this is the juxtaposition of who Lamar Jackson is. When I watched that Baltimore Ravens team last night, that team is not good on offense. That team didn't have playmakers on offense outside of Isaiah Likely.
Boy, that's trash. Boy, we on your ass, boy.
And hot sauce, right? So the only reason they're in the game, the only reason they have those 3 plays is because of him.
Your ass got 7 losses. We not trying to lose to you.
The other team is better than the Kansas City Chiefs, but Patrick Mahomes is going to win the game. And how many times has he done it? I love Lamar Jackson. I want Lamar Jackson to win all the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You can't beat that dude and that team if you don't make that good.
I don't think the game was even as close as the score, personally. I think Kansas City with 2 drop touchdowns easily won the game. Here's the thing with Lamar in this moment. When everyone says, can Lamar beat Patrick? The answer right now is no. But it's not just Patrick. He's got to go beat the Chiefs. And really, it's Lamar versus Spags, in my opinion, their defensive coordinator. I'm shocked that both of those plays happened and Lamar didn't hit one of them. And really, the hardest throw is the one that he does get into Likely. And it's
that was the hardest throw, bro.
Tie ball game. I think
that was definitely the hardest throw. I'm not going to cap.
Yeah, I think they got to go for 2.
So Dan, how do we sort of write the story of this moment for Lamar Jackson? It feels so eerily suited to what we have been seeing for the last few weeks.
And you could tell, and they were talking about it on the broadcast, right? Like he wanted this so badly. Like the way he played this game, you could tell he's still carrying the way last season ended. I want to show him I can do this. In the big picture, does it hurt you? Like, I mean, the Ravens should be fine, right? And obviously we know the Chiefs are, but he wanted to be able to win this game so he could. They don't have to always say you can't beat Mahomes.
See, I don't sit in the world where the Ravens should be fine. I don't. This could be very much so an issue for this football team because, gosh, if the Ravens are going to be good off week 1, okay? If the Ravens are going to be good, Lamar's going to win his 3rd MVP. That's my takeaway from the game.
So you're not messed up because Derrick Henry, they do not look like they have figured out how to utilize him yet. Is that what you're saying?
That's the thing, right? Like the reason I think the Ravens will be fine is because they're very good at solving the problem.
Sure.
Right? So like the stuff we see with the offensive line, I think that will get better as they play together more. I think they'll learn what they need to do to incorporate Derrick Henry more into the offense as opposed to just we want him to help us put leads away, and if we don't happen to have one, we're not going to use him. So I think you'll see this Ravens team improve as the season goes along in some of the areas he did them in last night.
I had the opportunity to play there for 7 years. The guy is a bell cow. He's a person to get the ball 20, 25 times a game. If you want to see those numbers that we've seen from Derrick Henry for so long. The last night when we saw was the Ravens really an identity crisis. So they're in this spread a whole bunch. Lamar's so used to being the zone lead. Derrick is so used to being under center and giving the ball to Casino Lannister the entire way, running that outside zone look, and that was one of them that in the beginning were keeping Tennessee Titans. And so you saw a touch of it. I think you saw before under center more than we ever had in the past couple of years. But now it's like, as a Ravens offense, you need to figure out, well, you're going to go the Derrick Henry route or make Derrick Henry go to Lamar route.
Yeah, I need to figure out.
It's panic, though, right? Like if you're Todd Monken and you're playing against the Kansas City Chiefs and you know Patrick Mahomes is over there, right? You've watched Juju drop a touchdown. Travis Kelce drops a football off the air. Checo misses the touchdown, right? If you're the Raiders, you're like, oh, hell, we got scoring. Right? So when we turn around and hand it to Derrick Henry and he only gets 2, you're like, oh, that might not be enough. And then you give it to him again and he only gets 3. It's like, but I got this dude playing quarterback who's so dynamic and who can create with his legs. And Justice Hill getting out of the backfield is actually the best pass we've thrown all night. You get impatient. And we saw the same thing in the AFC Championship. They come out in the second half, they run the football the first 2 plays. Justin Reed makes a big tackle.
Let's go!
And then he start with it. Because when you have Lamar Jackson, you're like, why am I going to keep trying to give you death by 1,000 people? Because when I can gut you one time, when he can take off and get an open field, you can't get him down. When he can create a second play opportunity, Todd Monken's going to have to make a decision. Can he be patient?
Hey guys, ESPN Bet is here. Finally, a sports book from your favorite sports brand. Now you can take in all this ESPN content, and with a couple of taps, add a market you see in the ESPN app to ESPN Bet. Download today.
Yeah, and that's not going to beat Kansas City. That would be a lot of teams, but what we know right now is that will not beat Kansas City. I agree with Taylor. I think this offense is going to have to figure out who they can be and who they want to be. The offensive line is going to be an issue. Because here's my, and Taylor, you speak to this. I think the offensive line matches with Derrick Henry. They're big, they're giant dudes. They want to lean on guys. And
well, they switched it up where if you press circle, you just done. You can't go back. Now you can just go back and switch it even if you forget. That's cool.
And so they're going to have to figure out, do they want to be spread run? Do they want to be shrunk down run? Do they want to be play action? Do they want to be RPO? They're going to have to figure that out. And I don't think it's just going to be this simple solution.
If you're looking at the film today as the Ravens offensive line, you obviously sit there and say the Ravens not good. The defense bullied us yesterday. You can easily say that. But if I'm sitting here playing with Derrick Henry for as long as I did, one of the little things you can do to make an early fix is just understand that you just got to get in your fourth or fifth step. When you have penetration in the line of scrimmage, that's when Derrick Henry's not going to have the numbers you want as he had nights like he did last night.
You could also consider lining up on the line of scrimmage. It was a battle to do last night, even though it was not going on Kansas City and all night long. And yes, I hear you on Twitter, X. Everyone is saying it. We all saw the same thing, and it was frustrating to watch. That's it. Dan Graziano, you said that you were this week. Remember, there have been a lot of changes in Baltimore. You don't just pick up where you left off on both sides of the ball. It might be a work in progress early in this.
Without a doubt. And when I say I think it'll be fun,
that's a good rule.
That they can expect that people won't see the game. If they're going to struggle to get into the idea of like, what do we do on offense?
That nigga play on ice, bitch.
That's the first time. He's pretty good on defense last night.
Yeah, play at ice.
The guy who's still responsible for so much of the pass rush is now coaching the team. A lot of change in Baltimore, and I do think we're seeing a team that comes in. A lot of teams are like this. Under the season, and they still stuff they won't go. They don't get as much time in the offseason as you do. But teams, a lot of teams, the coaching staff understand September is the time to continue to build. Like other pieces is too. The team that won the Super Bowl is way better than they were last year. Yeah, like this team, and too defensively, like they whipped feet. As Kendrick Lamar would say, like they came out, they did penetrate. Right, they did make Derrick Henry move behind the receivers, and we know that he doesn't get going well like that. They did adjust when Justice Hill came into the game, and now they had to go to sub packages and nickels on defense. And there's much more continuity in Kansas City than there is in Baltimore. And Nagy's back. He's back. Nolan's back. All of their players are back, and you add better players offensively. So when you
pass to Thompson. Another one for Dallas. Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the range, it's a winning shot. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Dallas on top, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
He's a great dude. I've seen him one time.
Second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
Like psychic half the time. Like this. I'm watching the Chargers game. They're playing Kendrick, but somebody, they had like people showing blitz off the right side, right? This nigga's like supposed to be like a strong dog or like a storm blitz or something like that. The safety, he goes, watch the safety blitz off the edge. The safety drops on the snap, drops and runs to the middle of the field. So they just rock, doesn't work. But they run the ball. It's like a short yard situation. Run the ball at him, and they get like 4 yards or whatever. Get the first down. He goes, that's on him. He's got a blitz there. How did you know when they're tweeting? Now you got people probably tweeting this man like, blitz. They say that also, but you know he has to come here. If I do, so suddenly he's doing the right thing. Yeah, I just people probably. I love Tony Romo. He's a great dude, but I seen him one time. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. And he's like damn near like psychic half the time. But he'll do stuff like this. I'm watching the Chargers game. They're playing. I can't remember who they're playing, but somebody they had like some people showing blitz off the right side. Right? This nigga's like supposed to be like a strong dog or like a strong blitz or something like that. The safety, he goes, watch the safety here. He's gonna blitz off the edge. The safety drops on the snap, drops and runs to the middle of the field, and they just rock the other way. You know what I mean? But they run the ball. It's like a short yardage situation. Run the ball at him, and they get like 4 yards or whatever. Get the first down. He goes, that's okay. He's got a blitz there.
You know what they're seeing much. You got people probably tweeting this man like, can't you get off that side? What are you basing that off of? That you know he has to come in. It's hard to the middle field. Moving so suddenly you're doing the right.
90 seconds into the second half now. Doncic with the bucket. And here is Maxey. 5 points in the game. Pass to George. With the teardrop. And it's Maxey missing. The Mavericks leading. Irving for three. Joel Embiid with the board. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Maxey with it. Now Doncic defending to the paint. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Thompson outside. Doncic on the wing. Just 5 to shoot.
Get the fuck out of here.
Foul. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
My hands up, bro.
And going right through the contact, Luka has tremendous strength, especially for a guy who handles the ball so much.
And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Grant.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
George outside. Driving inside. And the shot clock expires. 34-second violation. Dallas leading by 3. And Doncic launches from deep. Again, the miss by Dallas. Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Doncic. The 3 from Thompson. Kept alive. Now Gafford. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. And here's Washington. Another shot. The rebound by Embiid. George outside. Philadelphia with another miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Doncic outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Washington. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here's Gordon from the arc. Philadelphia with another miss. The Mavericks lead by 3. From deep, here's Doncic. And it's Martin with the rebound. Lively on the double. Pass to George. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. The kick out to Maxey. Back to Embiid. To end the drought. Doncic pulls down the board. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Mavericks on top, up 3. And right at... Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so it's Dallas with it. It's a three-point game. Pass to Marshall. From the arc. The rebound by Embiid. Martin outside. Down low. Second chance effort. Here's McCain. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Irving. And perfection right through the net. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Rest in peace to Rich on McQuan, man. We lost another ATL legend today, man, due to an overdose. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of sources. It was a bad pill. So if that's the case, we lost another great one to that pill epidemic, that fentanyl epidemic, man. You understand? What can drive Rich Homie to the pill addiction? Or mean addiction, if that's the case.
And he was fouled while in the act
A
of
lot of
shooting,
things.
so he'll take 2 free throws.
But normal shit that happened to an artist, the industry turns back on them, the fans turns back on them, the family asks for money, the IRS on his back.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys.
You understand? People talking down on them. The internet backlash, they're driving in bad relationship with females and family and friends and the label, issues with the label. Just not happy. Yet gotta come out on stage every day or when he get booked and smile in front of everybody. But after the smile, when he go back home all alone in his home, he turn on the internet, he hit a backlash. He had issues with the label, he had issues with the family. He can't really trust nobody because everybody after his pockets. Everybody only love Rich Homie Quan, and that's fake too. So with all that, it's in one pot, and you put on a little man like Rich Homie Quan. So push him towards a pill habit, a marijuana habit, a lean habit. Not eating good, not sleeping good, not really happy with nothing. But you know, she step outside, and if anyone want to take a picture, and you want to put them on video, you got cameras all in space, on his smile. She gave him the chance to be happy, but he never was. He could have been had to kill him before the problems came. But the problems came and it works. But they still had it. He was thirsty for a bit. He ain't got no patience. He need that because his tolerance level so high. He got to have it now. He was 56, so he had to, you know, I understand it, but you do know, you do understand, but I think it need to happen to him that these pill sellers, it's what sad you got, man. It's $50 and they got it, and you want it. It's bad, and they want to keep you as a customer, but they don't want you to call them, they ain't got it. Because you know so many people, so they got to keep something. They can sell it to you. They ain't gonna stay.
Thanks once again.
They ain't gonna stay,
by 6.
So, man,
A little over
he
2.5 minutes
he ate
passed
5 or 6 pills, and he was on the good. He ate 8 pills, 5 pills, 4 pills. He was on good. It's one pill, if that's the case. It's the matter.
Puts up a 3.
He was being people talk down on him, call him a junkie, whatever you want to call him. Say he's not bad, call it down. And he got other drug issues. He was talking down on Rich Homie Quan. He was poor politics. Your grandfather, he died.
Just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution.
High blood
What
pressure,
stands out is that they're just taking
diabetes,
defense and not forcing anything.
even different from beer,
Dallas with
keeping
possession.
the pork chops,
They've
bacon,
outscored them 10-2
all the
during this
spaghetti,
run. Basket is good. Nice
eating all this
7
ice cream, all these dairy products, you drink all this liquor, never fasting, never flushing the body out, never eat right, just eat pork, chicken back to back. You eat fish, it's fried,
Calling timeout here. He wants to make
French
sure
fry,
they're purposeful with the game plan.
Sabina's different. Yeah, they may take you out fast with a pill and fit down, but with the food, you die slow. Just like granddaddy, like grandma, it's simple. Way more than what you're going through. Yeah. So yeah, you may be 45. You may be the artist of the collection stage. It's bad health issues.
Rebound by Philadelphia.
You understand? So we all in some type of trouble. Whether it's like crime was appeal, yours is the sugar, yours is the pork, yours is the lawless, is dirty females.
Getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
So,
Doncic with it. Guarded down by
my granddaddy and them passed away, overdose on. Grandma and them overdose on. You die by that way more than a pill, or some cocaine, or some dog food, or just straight up fit all of that. That's sugar. That's the whole thing. Meat, just meat, period. Smash that, like, dairy products. That type of shit. I clean the cigarettes, plants, the liquor bill, ain't just junk on.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
All they really need to do is just work that clock, turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Matrix.
They got a big lift from their crowd
to get his old life back.
The energy they need.
He had to worry about fans and everybody out there his pockets and out there his shelter. And they was getting on his nerves.
And it's the Mavericks ball.
Getting nobody to return. Thank God.
15-6 run.
Everybody thought the guy was
Philadelphia's ball.
He wouldn't get canceled. He did all that. It didn't work. It worked for the time being. Just like Bill did work for right now. It didn't work. He thought it would. I was like, on blast. You know, saying he was just going viral. What he's talking about, I'm saying, and just refining to that. Saying really was just
taking care of business.
Right. Like, hey, he shot up the bottle shot. He was open the same day. He couldn't done some damage. But of course, he didn't say that. But
it never really felt like they would
come out. I push on the corner. Like, we ain't never seen him really get rushed to the hospital. But no, if he did, we forgot about it. You understand? But his heart couldn't take it no more. His heart couldn't take it, man. He couldn't shake it. It was too much in that bed. The bed was too dirty, too flung. I wish on the corner hard. And his kid, everything in his inside said, "Show me why would you do this to me? I ain't been nothing good to you. I didn't make you grow a big belly. I helped you, be able to sing and still smoke and still keep that voice. I ain't never make you collapse on stage. I ain't never, fail you. Why you do me like this? I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me. Well, show me Quan. Your heart, he's sorry. But you made him give up. You made him give up. And we helped you. We helped you make you give up. Yeah. It's our fault. Just like it's yours, which on the corner. Yeah, it's the label fault. Yeah, it's the fans. Everybody, the family, everybody, the last female you dated, the last female before that. Everybody, Young Thug, everybody. It's everybody fucking on it. We all open up the door. Open the door, man.
Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
Got booked up, still got all the heard the screams, but
well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce.
Scary ass. That shit get to you. That shit get to you, like. Yeah, man, we lost a great one, man. I ain't expect this one though. It don't even sound believable. Like,
I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now here's Simons. Grant, left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession.
Whatever you do, you got to do that to the guy. Right? Yeah. They don't make these guys turn down. They make these guys stop getting Fredo. And that's what he kept him only. He's passing away.
Shot clock at 6.
They see guys that they on the lane. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they want us to believe.
Over Irving. And able to stay with this man every step of the way. I mean, Kyrie puts his lateral quickness on full display. Thompson outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. So when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces.
A lot of hit records. They was born in the game in at a hard time. Future had it all up. Yeah, like 6. Like Future. He overcame that. Rich game, did his thing in that.
So it's the Mavericks now.
They right. You know, when no straight people.
But it's this moment, bottom of the night, speaking of a mixtape, and this is just a mixtape.
Back to Doncic. Lots of room.
Listen.
Simons with a rebound.
If you don't, you don't.
That's a missed
Let
opportunity.
it breathe. If you don't know, you don't know. I have a lot to say, but I don't like making 20-minute videos because then it turns into a lie. But I'm going to get down on this video. This mixtape right here was better than any reasonable doubt.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd.
This mixtape right here, I will never stop going in, was better than any Young Dog album or mixtape. This mixtape right here was better than any Young Jeezy.
I ain't gonna lie, I fucked that whole mixtape. That Ritual Required, I never stopped going in. Oh my God.
Album that he dropped. This is better than any Kendrick Lamar album.
That shit was so hard.
So you're probably saying, let's keep it simple. How
money forever.
Alive?
Money forever for that bitch. Man, that was my shit. Forever Money. Oh man, that was my shit.
Let me tell you guys something. Down south is real, and my heart goes out to people in the south. I live in Phoenix, but I'm handling business here in Phoenix. Once everything is mapped out and trapped out, let me breathe, follow the wordplay, map it out and trap it out. I'm moving back to the south.
What the fuck is going on? Why are you?
There's nothing better than the south, and you don't even need to be a millionaire to get the hype. If you making $200,000 in the south, you living like a god. And let me tell you something, I feel for people like Rich Homie Quan because I didn't grow up in the South. So wherever I moved to, I feel like I could rise above the influence. But if you grew up in an area, sometimes it's kind of hard to rise above the influence because you're from that area. And in the South, listen, when I talk about people who are bougie, you will never see more melanated bougie people in the South. They're more Hollywood than Hollywood. Follow the wordplay. Listen, keep it simple. Can you say that again? I'm going to say it one more time. People down south, when it comes to status, they are more Hollywood than Hollywood. And for young melanated men growing up in the South, don't try to find your place in society. Start DoorDashing, get a warehouse job, work for Amazon. I'm telling you how to live in the South. Stack your crumbs, brook your pie, and understand a 9 to 5 save lives. You don't have to join a fraternity. You don't have to be a police officer.
Sure as hell, dog.
Because I'm going to keep it G. All these guys that want to play thugs, cops, and robbers, the same women that you think love thugs are sleeping with police officers off duty. Now look at this picture. Quavo sacrificed takeoff, and he had the nerve to say, I never thought, he posted on IG, let it breathe. He posted on IG, I never thought that this would be a part of our journey. I want to snap right now, but I'm going to take my time. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to get so hyped that you miss a lot of gems. You all thought that you guys were not going to work a 9 to 5. You all thought that you were just going to go to the studio, smoke weed, rap about it, make millions of dollars, and get all the red bones that could satisfy your heart. And it's crazy, none of the children mother are light-skinned. But they thought that it was going to be the formula for success in the South. Because one thing you guys have to understand about the South is rap is a status. Yes, being a rapper is a status. You don't even need to get signed down South. All you need is a nice car and do a couple shows down South. And honestly, you're bigger than life. I'm just going to keep it G. Because a lot of people watch my content from all over the world, but I'm just going to keep it 100% G. If you got a nice car down south, just say you got a G-Wagon, and just say you perform in a couple clubs, you obviously living better than Young Gunn. You living better. You was living better than Rich Homie Quan. You living better than Bird.
Get that back row easy.
It's all about your cars. And listen, we just gotta tell the truth. When I talk about the South, a lot of people like this. Keep it simple. I agree with some of it. Look, I don't got time for it today. Down south, it's all about your car. A car is also status. Down south is status based. It's status driven. And these guys like Rich Homie Quan, I have the passion because after doing I didn't drop the video. I didn't realize his dad was his manager.
But shake their heads.
So his dad okayed him to go in the music industry. His dad was like, yeah, son, do this because he knew that if his son got a record deal, he knew that he would be able to start messing with some of the baddest women down south. I don't want to get off the topic, but I literally just these women. They're in shape. They look like they eat salad for breakfast. And when it comes to the baddest of the baddest outside of America, listen, no disrespect to New York, no disrespect to New Jersey, but nothing can compare to the South at all. The South, they got the baddest. Now, let's get back into the video. I almost lost track. Just reminiscing, right? But Rich Homie Quan, the reason he was blackballed from the industry is because of New York calling again. Wallow for $1 million worth of games said, oh, you're such a cultural investor. Oh, yeah, he's a cultural investor, all right? When you talk to a man, you look at a man dead in his eyes. I'm 5'7". I don't care if you're 7'2". If I have a conversation, I'm going to look you dead in your eyes. But Rich Homie Quan is smart. He doesn't want to look the devil in his eyes. So what happens is, he's not even making eye contact while Leo Poland is talking because he understands that this man is not for him. And Leo Poland is the one that blackballed Rich Homie Quan like he did Dave Dash. If you guys are not watching Dave Dash 50-cent video, go and check that out. But this man, if you go against him, your career is over. And Leo Poland wanted Young Thug to wear that skirt. He wanted his little sugar baby to wear that skirt. And Young Thug would have walked the agenda, but guess who didn't? Rich Homie Quan. But Rich Homie Quan was throwing up the double horns. You guys have to understand, he's trying to do it in a slick way. Slick may sound a way, but he's doing it to the side. When I tell you guys, stack your crumbs and build your pie, a 9 to 5 save lives, look at the symbolism. You have to go up when you don't want to work. Now, with the age of social media at an all-time high, you're in the music industry. Look at Rich Homie Quan when he signed to Rich Gang with Birdman. And the problem is, a lot of the problems in this world is false and greed. With Rich Homie talent, he could have made at least $500,000 in Atlanta without signing, without pushing an agenda. But he envied the lifestyle of Birdman. And in order to live this lifestyle and have 5 kids, you need to start making millions. And that's why he signed to Birdman. If Birdman really care about Turk, if Birdman try to shoot up Lil Wayne tour bus, why would you sign to a man that doesn't even treat his own quote-unquote family good? But this is how the South is, the desperation. Georgia Peaches, that's what they call them. And a lot of you guys, listen, I'm not trying to tell you take a trip to the South, but starting from Maryland, because people don't want to, I don't got time to go back and forth, but Maryland is the South. Starting from Maryland, we're talking about Prince George's County, we're talking about Northern Virginia, we're talking about Alexandria, we're talking about Fairfax, we're talking about North Carolina, we're talking about South Carolina, shout out to Orangeburg, South Carolina. We keep going down, we're talking about Tennessee. I mean, we're talking about Nashville. We're talking about Alabama. Louisiana got some of the baddest. You guys have to understand, this is why Young Thug put on a dress. So he can get a woman like Mariah the Professor, Mariah the Scientist, whatever you want to call her. Every guy that joined the streets, like YSL Woody, is for vagina. And somebody left a comment and said, let's keep it simple. You think that everything that guys do in the streets are for women? Yeah. I will say the streets is this. 90% followers and 10% lunatics.
Still no points. And the basket is
And I say that wholeheartedly because I wish in the street. The 10% lunatics, these are dudes, they don't care about women. They don't care about anything. They never had a father. They never had a mother. The streets gave them the first hug. The streets gave them the first Lunchable. The streets gave them the first Capri Sun. So at the end of the day, all they know is the streets and they lunatics. Only 10% of them dudes in there, they want to catch a charge and they want to tell a judge, lock me under the cell forever. It's only 10% of guys who live in the streets because they love to fist fight every day, like Bloodsport. The other 90% are in the streets because they're followers. And Rich Homie Quan, this is the post on his Instagram, when he had his own Instagram. When they say he died from an overdose, yeah, the same way Matt Miller died from an overdose, the same way Prince died from an overdose, the same way Jimi Hendrix died from an overdose, let's go, the same way Michael Jackson died from an overdose, the same way Whitney Houston died from an overdose. But look at the post, it said, straight octane, I put that on Jesus sandals. Talking about the gas. One more time said, this is straight octane. I'll put that on Jesus sandals. And then you see him in the back with the cross in the background. Listen, I don't care how beautiful the women look down south. It ain't worth it. It's just not worth it. And this is why I make this content, because I understand what young men are pressured to go through. I understand what you guys have to deal with. And I just want to say, listen, be yourselves at all times. Don't join this industry because this industry will make you turn your back on God. This industry will make you turn your back on your best friend. This industry is cutthroat, but yet we want the cutthroat. Why do we want this cutthroat industry? Simply because of the lifestyle. Just to live this lifestyle. Listen, Google said this man died at 33. Rich Homie Quan died last year. His character died last year. You can Google this for yourself. Yeah, he died at 34, but according to Google and articles, they said he died at 33. He died last year. Everybody has a character. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's keep it simple. You're cooking right now. I understand. Everybody turn the globe.
If you're just joining us, we've played through one
and this is just a mistake. Every character, because they're all characters, a YG. What is a YG? What is a 50 Cent? What is a little boy? Or NBA young boy, whatever they call. What is a baby? They're all characters. So his character actually died at 33. So when you see Rich Homie Quan taking mockery of Jesus who died at 33, Rich Homie Quan knew he was going to die. But I don't think he knew he was going to die, but the labels, they knew he was going to die. If anything, Rich Homie Quan was supposed to die last year. This is another article. Rich Homie Quan, 33, he dies in Atlanta. You guys have to understand, it's like Nipsey Hussle, the character is over.
It's Barnes on the wing.
Everybody knew his character was over in the industry. Jay-Z knew his character was over. And it's the same thing with Rich Homie Quan. The industry no longer has use Rich Homie Quan. And the thing that's crazy about Rich Homie Quan is Rich Homie Quan was probably the best rapper in the South. And he got blackballed because he didn't want to wear a dress. He didn't want to wear a shirt. But you guys have to understand, what's he independent done? Let's talk about, well, again, look at the pattern. Everybody put PR show to Puerto Rico once again, but look at pattern recognition. Who? See him on a stringer. You see him with Kai Cenat, who got humped in his butt. You see him with I Show Speed, who lit himself in front of nothing but in front of a young audience. Kai Cenat manager is not going to let him through a stream with nobody that's initiated. Rich Homie Quan was initiated. Rich Homie Quan had 5 kids. You guys gotta understand, as a single man, sometimes life is highs and lows. Imagine having 5 kids. Listen, before I finish this video, I want to shout out to all single mothers who go to work, still got money to take care of their meals, and still do self-care, because having kids are not easy. And I'm a single man. I got a small dog, but my dog is not that expensive. Other than her initial cost and the initial price tag. Let me breathe. If you don't know, my dog is a Russian. Let's get back on topic. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Kids are expensive. So you gotta think about it. This man got 5 kids. Not only that, he has a baby brother who she knows he's cheating. So we also gotta talk about that 911 call, because enough of these streamers, they're everywhere. But that 911 call, Rich Homie Paul Baby Mother, she didn't seem like she had a sense of urgency, probably because they paid her. You guys have to understand, a lot of these dudes, and I'm tired of it, guys.
Garland's got 7.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
That would be so respectful. Like, you really actually put your first baby mama in your first video, but they will never do it. So what they do is, and it's crazy, which we had a song called Pass Around, one of the craziest songs ever.
San Antonio again can't hit.
They will procreate with a quote-unquote woman that they think are good to step out on them. They will have kids with a dark-skinned woman, not to bring up color, but it is what it is. And then you see nothing but red bones in the video. Make it make sense. And I'm going to say this again. Make it make sense. They're going to procreate 5 kids, leave 5 kids behind. She got to get something out the deal, too. That 911 call, she did not sound like she cared at all. She was just saying, I wanted to drop my kid to school. I came back, he wasn't moving. She was calm. When I mean calm, she was calm. She was calm like a person that took a bad test with a calculator. She was calm. You guys have to understand, this Rich Homie Paul, she's still going up to 6. They always going to use women to push their influence. You guys have to understand, the rap starter pack, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is, unless it's every tattoos, everybody but unless it's every tattoos, all you need to do is look out, influence the woman. And again,
Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
But that was quite an incredible
first half of this one.
last minute drive by Lamar Jackson.
Outside Paul.
The Ravens are here to stay. This was an exclamation point of a game.
Back to Wembanyama.
All the way down to the wire.
Off target with a jump hook.
At Arrowhead, the Baltimore Ravens absolutely were closer than the AFC title game in January of 2024. The Baltimore Ravens, they had to try to get the ball back, but here they actually had a chance to bring it to overtime. And this was on the road, so I do like what I've seen from the Baltimore Ravens. The Kansas City Chiefs are a contender, but this is the AFC. This is the most competitive conference in the NFL. And the Kansas City Chiefs understand the competition that they have to deal with on a week-to-week basis. Well, I think Derrick Henry and I think the Baltimore Ravens defense is here to stay.